Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to the very first episode on the Electric Hornet Cardistry channel. I am the Hornet, and today I'm going to be showing you a really cool cardistry move. It's called the crowbar cut, and it looks something like this. All right, so let's get right into the tutorial. For starters here, guys, this is the very first video, like I previously mentioned. It's really cool to be starting this thing up, and I'm looking forward to the neat stuff that's coming in the future. Okay, so I'm going to describe this thing to you guys a little bit. This is called the crowbar cut, and the reason is because it looks kind of like a crowbar. It can look like a kind of a, I don't know, what are those things in Australia that they throw at people? I can't even remember what they're called. Boomerangs. Yeah, it looks like a boomerang. See? Looks like a boomerang. What's really cool about this cut is it not only looks like a boomerang, but it's also a very cool display of skill. Okay, so first off, you're going to want to know how to do a scissor cut. A scissor cut looks something like this. It's similar to the Charlier cut, which looks something like this. Also, if you do know the Charlier cut, that will also come in handy later in the video. Okay, so for starters, we're going to do a few things. We're going to grab the deck like so between our hands. I'm going to hold this in an elevated grip like this. So as you can see here, I've got my pinky right here, my ring and middle finger here, my index finger here, and my thumb is here. You can see there's a bunch of space underneath it where my palm is. Okay, so now that I'm in this position, I'm going to come over with my hand and I'm going to grip it on top. I'm gripping it in the same way you would grip the cards if you're springing them, like so. So with this hand on top, I'm going to have this hand underneath, I'm going to grip it like so, with this finger bent like this underneath. Essentially what I'm going to do now is a guided scissor cut. So instead of reaching over with my thumb and pulling the deck over like this, I'm actually going to guide it over with this thumb. So watch carefully here. I'm going to start to peel off the top about half with this hand like so. I'm going to pull out like this, and this is what's known as a Z grip. Now if you don't know the Z grip, this is a common grip that is used to get into two-handed cuts like the Sybil cut and so on. But essentially you're splitting the deck into a tri-packet like this. All right? So once you do this, you're actually going to just push this over. See how I'm swiveling on my index finger right there? You're going to push this over until it's in your thumb. So essentially underneath, you're basically halfway through a scissor cut. So once again, see that? Half scissor cut. A full scissor cut would be taking it all the way around and then going under the deck and back. But in this case, we're just doing a halfway with the top thumb. All right, so once again, we're going to split the deck in half right here, then split the bottom half in half and push it over to here. So now underneath we've got this, okay? So once we've got this underneath, we're going to pull this packet, this top packet downwards like this, and we're going to hook the bottom of it between my middle finger and my ring finger on this pinky right here, pinky of my left hand. Once we do that, we're going to split the packet here. So split it, and we're literally just going to let it touch my pinky. Once it's touching my pinky, you're going to swivel over like this and pull out. So now essentially what's happening is in this hand, I've got half a scissor cut, and in this hand, I've got essentially the inverse between my thumb right there, and then my ring finger is holding this end. So if you hold it flat, it looks like a boomerang, which they throw at people in Australia. I'm just kidding, I don't know. I know they came from Australia, I think. They don't throw them at people unless they don't like those people. So that's basically the move. I'll do it again a little faster and you can watch me do it. So once again, split in half on top like this. Split the bottom half in half. Push over, release, hook on the pinky, split, pull outwards. And if you're going to kind of turn your hand around like this and display it, you can flare these fingers out to the side like that, and it looks pretty cool. Now here's how you put it back together. You're going to take this hand and push this inwards. Simultaneously, you're just going to spin around like this. See, I can spin around like this on my pinky. I'm going to spin around like this and close all three of the lower packets together like this. And then you still got this top packet in here. You're just going to come back and plop it on top. Now another way to close this, if you know the Charlier cut, is a really cool thing right here. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to open up, get into position, like so. Once you do this, you're going to close like this, okay? You're going to flip this packet around and then just start a Charlier cut. And see how I've got a try set up right here. I'm gonna close this on top and then put the top over. And it just looks really cool. So I'm gonna do this one more time, but this time at full speed. 3, 2, 1. And here it is at full speed with the Charlier cut. It's not only a cut, but it's technically a display, because once you got that boomerang thing from Australia all splayed out like that, you can then be a show off. Also, if your friends have like locked you in like this safe house or something and you're trying to get out, and they basically locked you in there because you like pizza and they don't want you eating any more pizza because they want it, you can be like, hey, you can't keep me in here, I've got a crowbar. And then they'll laugh at you, and while they're distracted laughing, you get the pizza. You know, it's a win-win situation either way. Okay guys, this has been the Electric Hornet. Thank you for watching my tutorial on the crowbar cut, and we will see y'all next time. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so when I release new stuff, you will see it instead of it just disappearing to the bottom. This is what happens if you hit the bell. Ding ding, there's a new video. This is what happens if you don't hit the bell. Ding ding, there's a new video. And you can't see it because it's buried under all the other videos. That's why you hit the bell. All right, guys, take care. God bless. Have an amazing day. And we will see you next time.